Hey guys, welcome to Ellie's Bookland, and oh my goodness, this is gonna be a really interesting video. Today I will be mashing up different books with different movies, and I think I'll do shows too if I can. I'm pretty sure I can, because if I can do movies, I'm pretty sure I can do shows, like maybe a first episode of a certain show, or even if it's not the first episode. I do want to try that too, because that does sound interesting. But anyway, so I'm here on ChatGPT, and I'm going to mix a book with a movie, and oh my goodness, I don't know what this is gonna turn out like. I honestly don't know. This is gonna be crazy, I bet. But when I heard this idea, I thought that sounds so fun. So let's get started. Oh my goodness, this is probably gonna be crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so here it's telling me I can, or what does it want me to mash up? Which book and which movie or genre? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, this is probably going to be so bad, but let's see. It might surprise me though. Okay. Okay. Mix Charlotte's Web with okay. One of my favorite movies of all time, Frozen. I'm actually gonna give it more details so it's definitely knows what I'm talking about here. Okay. Mix oh yeah, because Charlotte's Web is actually a movie too. Yeah. Anyway, mix the book Charlotte's Web with the Disney movie Frozen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. What the world that's gonna be like, 'cause Charlotte's Web is absolutely nothing like Frozen. So I'm really interested to see how this is gonna turn out. So let's see. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna ask you to write more lines, because it really didn't write like nothing. So I want this to be a bit longer. Okay, I'm not really looking at it much. Yes, this is definitely longer. Okay. I'm actually not looking at this. You guys can see this. I'm actually not paying attention to it, because I actually want to listen by using an AI voice that is completely free to use, and I want to actually listen to this so I can actually hear along with you guys what this all is. I mean, obviously I can see this, but I'm not paying attention to it. I'm trying not to anyway. Okay, so I had to figure out how that AI voice text-to-speech thing works. I ran into another issue, so I unfortunately was not able to play an AI voice. But instead, since this is a screen recording, and I'm really hoping that this text is going to be clear, I'm actually just going to let you guys read this. I already, I have a notes app on my phone that can play the text that I put inside it, so I listened to it on that. I don't know if I can record that voice. I don't know. All this copyright stuff is crazy. But, yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys read this. And, yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys read this for yourself. I really hope this is gonna be clear. And if you need to, you can pause the video. Okay, I'm gonna move down now. Okay, and again, you could pause the video and read that. From listening to it on that notes app that I listened to, but before I came back on here, this story, it's definitely out there. It's cute, but it seems like kind of like a bad mix between Charlotte's Web and Frozen. Well, no, not necessarily. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like a first draft for a little kid's book. That's honestly what it reminds me of. It is cute, but, yeah, it just reminds me of like a first draft for a little kid's book. Not necessarily bad, just, well, yeah. It's not the best, and it's very basic. It's definitely longer than the original. The original was that, and this one is much longer. Well, compared to that one. I'm actually glad of the length because this wasn't very good, but it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. I don't know if I'll ever make like a longer video where I actually try and like mash up, like say Charlotte's Web and Frozen and actually make it good. I don't know. I don't know what that would be like. But anyway, that was definitely interesting. Okay, now we're gonna try something even crazier. Okay, I asked it if I could mash up like a book with a show or like an episode of a show, and it says I can, which I figured I could. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so crazy. I'm all about doing something crazy at the moment. Okay. It says the book I want to use and the show or specific episode I want to mash together. Oh my goodness. Okay. What do I want to mash up now? Honestly, I'm more of a movie type person. I know that's odd to say in a channel that's about books. But, I think I have an idea. I think this actually might be pretty good. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Oops. Okay. I'll get it right in a minute. For the book, okay, sorry, I paused it for a second so I could use my voice thing, and it wouldn't let me use my voice thing while recording, unfortunately. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I accidentally hit the wrong thing on this keyboard. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna mix the original Nancy Drew book, the first one, with. Oh my goodness. I can only believe this. I wonder what this is gonna be like. Paused it again so I could use my voice thing. I like using the voice thing. Okay, so I'm gonna mix the original book, the original Nancy Drew book. I'm going to remix the Okay, I'm going to remix the first original Nancy Drew book with an episode from the DuckTales reboot. And that is called the episode is called The Duck Knight Returns. And that's the episode that actually truly has Darkwing Duck in it. And if you don't know who he is, he's a duck I found out about through this video I found on YouTube, and then I'm like, hey, that show's on Disney Plus. So I checked it out. I knew nothing about Darkwing except for what that person in the video said about him, and then I'm like, I've seen that on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it, I've just seen it's there, and I watched a couple episodes, and oh my goodness, Darkwing is something. I've known about him for almost a year now, so yeah. I wanted to see what that would be like. And I don't think that would be too crazy because, I mean, he's a superhero, mystery solving. That actually sounds like it'd be pretty good. Now, I actually have not read the first book from the original Nancy Drew series. I have seen this episode though, so I'm mashing together an episode that I've seen with a book I have not read, so this is gonna be interesting. Okay, here we go. I was wondering there for a minute what was going on. Okay, I think I'm gonna ask it to make it a little longer, because I kind of feel like it should be a bit longer. Can you make it a little longer? Oh, and the first Nancy Drew book, if you're not familiar with Nancy Drew, is called The Secret of the Old Clock. So remixing that with this episode from DuckTales is going to be interesting. Okay, yes, this is definitely longer. Okay, yes. Okay, so I'm actually going to go back up here, copy and paste this in that notes thing. I'm going to listen to it, and then I'll come back here and you guys can read it, and I'll also give you my thoughts on it like I did with the Charlotte's Web and Frozen mashup. Oh my goodness, I wonder how this is going to be. But I actually think that this is going to be pretty good. Okay guys, I'm back, and I did listen to this, and just like I figured, this is actually pretty good. It's unfortunately not accurate to the episode, the Duck Knight Returns. I keep wanting to say Darkly Dawns the Duck, but no, that's the first episode of Darkwing's show. That's unfortunately not canon thanks to that episode, Let's Get Dangerous. We won't go there. Ugh. But even though this is not accurate, I mean, it's not supposed to be accurate really, but honestly, I'd imagine this to be a bit more different, because DuckTales characters are not mentioned in this at all. Negaduck is mentioned, but Negaduck doesn't become Negaduck until the very end of the episode, and Darkwing doesn't even know that Jim Starling is Negaduck. There's nothing about Negaduck originally playing a character named Darkwing Duck, unfortunately, which that's actually what I wanted, or what I expected. I might have ChatGPT do this again, but I don't know. This is actually pretty good, even though this is absolutely not accurate to the episode. But just saying Darkwing and Nancy Drew working together is actually pretty cool, because she's an amateur detective, he's a vigilante. That is actually really cool. A vigilante and a amateur detective working together, and one being a lady, one being a guy, and him being a duck, an animal, an anthropomorphic animal, and her being an actual human. That's actually cool. Now again, I can't really get past 100%, even though this is pretty cool, that this is not accurate to the episode whatsoever. I mean, it appears to be accurate to the old clock book, though. But yeah, it's not accurate to the episode, The Duck Knight Returns. But again, it still sounds pretty good. Okay, now let me just stop blabbing and just, let you guys read this. And don't worry, you can pause it and I'll scroll down. I really hope you guys will be able to see this, because, yeah. If not, I'll copy and paste it and put it in the description if I have to. Or on one of my community posts. I'll figure something out. Can't believe that text-to-speech thing didn't work. Okay, so you can pause it. This is a really interesting video. I'm definitely gonna have to do this again. Okay, this is actually really good. This would make a good fan fiction story. I might even continue with this.